trying to sort out this right now. So while I'm trying to sort this out, just a reminder, it's a beginners and fundamental session today, so we'll be working through basic front stance, working the blocks. We're using two arms and also on the spot and moving around a little bit. Basic kicks, basic jump kicks. So we're just covering the basic areas sort of today. So not really a massively high intensity one. Again, as I'm doing it, if you want to make it faster, you can push the speed up a little bit. So you can, so if I'm doing it by the count nice and slowly by one, you can start going a little bit faster by yourself. So it's totally up to you, really. This isn't playing the game at all, which is not a good idea. Okay, right. So I'm just going to give it another 30 seconds and then we'll get started. Again, usual thing, warm up, knees up, flex the back. For those of you who are confused what this is, I'll let you know this is my right hand. Should be facing the normal way now. Yeah, we'll basically go from there. So, right then. So make sure you've got plenty of space. If you need to get yourself a drink, you've got a couple of seconds to get yourself a drink. We're going to do a bit of a warm up, some very light stretching, some basic stretches as well, so nothing too extreme, not working on splits or anything like that. Okay, right, so if you're ready then, get started. So knees up, you know the usual drill by now. Knees up to the front, get your arms pumping as well. Chest back. Knees up. Knees back. And again, while this is on here, if you're watching, if you can share it out there, knees up to the front. Get a lot of new people involved. Okay, this will be one for your family that don't usually do karate. You get them to join as well. So twist, feet one way, hands the other. Switch, switch, switch. Okay, just helps warm your lower back a little bit, hips, calves as well. Knees up to the front. Twist. Knees up to the front. Twist. Thinking it, not saying it. Fix the back. Twist. Fix the back. Twist. Okay, let's get the arms warmed up as well. Arms forwards. Big circles. Make circles a bit smaller. And out. Just a little bounce to the spot. So if you're holding the skipping rope really wide. Now backwards. Get a bit bigger. All the way around. There. Cross in front, through behind. Sergeant's up out. Or jumping jack style. Okay, right, so we're going to do some squats now. So remember, back up straight, sit backwards into it. Okay, and you should be able to see the ceiling the whole time we do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to go to your back. Sit ups, chin and chest, feet on the floor, up to your kneecaps. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Over to push-ups. Again, if you need to put your knees on the floor, knees down there. Look, my knees are behind my hips. This, I don't technically need to use my hands to make sure it's there. Feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, full range. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Step up. Okay, right, let's go loose already. So, from there, now do some mobility stuff for our hips. Okay, so I'm going to bring my knee up to the front, out to the side, and down. Knee to the front, out, round. So trying to loosen off the hips. Here, again to go out. Switch. And again, remember the whole time you're doing this, not on your breath. Okay, try to find the balance as well, as I just didn't find them. And last one. Okay, now just get sort of a hold for a couple of seconds, light quad stretch. So just count to 5 and switch, other side. Again, if you want to make it a little bit tighter, you can pull both hands. You can just use one, or you can pull both. Switch. And again. And once more. Okay. Foot out to the side. Foot forwards. And lean into it there, so get the top part of my hamstring. Hand on the knee that's bent. Looking forwards. So my chest is going towards it, not my head. Okay, now I pull my toes up. So it brings the stretch down behind my knee and grip to there. If you want to pull it further, you can. But again, it's just a light stretch warm up, it's not going crazy. Okay, other leg. Bring it out, lean forwards. Pull your toes up, pull it in. And there. Okay, feet apart now. Again, just go to where you're comfortable, little toes to the floor, toes facing forward. Just hang forward. You're not pushing, just hanging forwards, relaxing into the stretch. So your gravity or your weight of your head is pulling you down for the stretch, not you trying to push the floor. Again, if you're bendy, you can push yourself, you know how far you can go. Okay, come up. I'm going to look through my legs. Reach back. Whole time, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Up, turn, down to the little toe. Again, if you find that's painful there, come up to here, or even shorten your stance a little bit. Okay, with your width. Come to the top, other side. Last one there. I'm going to put my hands let's cross my back here to help support it. Okay, bring my feet in. Okay, turn them out slightly for a bit better base and lean backwards. Okay, hopefully you can see me just well. Okay, it's one of those things, some people go further than others, go to where you're comfortable and come up. Okay, shake it off. Okay, you have a quick drink, go for it. So, we're going to go through basic hand techniques first. We're going to do the basic punch, low block, inside 12, and high block. Okay, and later on we're going to cover the outside to in. Okay, so this one, to give you an idea of how to turn your feet. It's a slightly different movement when you chamber your feet. I'm going to worry about back stance. Also, we're not going to cover basic form 1. Basic form 1's been covered in other videos, loads of times as well. There's 101 videos out there of basic form 1. Okay, so we're not going to work through that. We're going to get the basics down in this session here. And then if you want to work on your basic form 1, if you are going for that yellow tag, okay, or that first belt, depending who you train with, then it's that's all in other places. We're going to work on basic things like hands at the side, okay, getting your stance correct, where your hands go to when you go to do your block. Okay, so first of all, making a fist. Okay, quite basic, but make sure you get this right again. Even with some of my senior grades, every now and then, just get a little bit lazy and thumb starts to stick out, or thumbs go on the inside and all that. Okay, so here, fingers there, thumbs go on top. Now the important thing, okay, I'll turn my watch off so you can see a bit better. Important thing is when I make a fist, the top of my wrist is straight. Okay, I don't want to squeeze it so hard that this happens. Automatically, the bottom half of my forearm here, when that tenses, it causes it to go up here. Now, if you look at my fist, when I make that, when I punch, that's the first thing it's going to hit. Okay, so it's going to put a lot of power, if I hit something hard and solid, straight into that knuckle on this one here. Okay, when I'm trying to hit with the flat of my hand. So when I'm making a fist, pull it in, my thumb's going underneath. There, not sticking out, definitely not going in. Okay, there. But my wrist is straight. The emphasis is I'm keeping it close together so it's strong, but not squeezing it all the point there. The point there I squeeze with a punch is here. So I'm going here, out, 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 out. I rotate, make contact, squeeze. Right there. I'm not squeezing any other point there. My hand is relaxed all the way through. If you look at the difference, if I do this arm here, so I squeeze from the beginning. So first of all, it's a lot of hard work to throw that punch, and my punch finishes about here. Now if I relax my arm, look how much further it goes. Okay? So it's going to give me a longer range, but it's also going to make me safer. The further away I'm from my target and I can hit it, if they have a bad habit of punching with tension, then their punches are going to be shorter. I'm going to have the advantage hitting all the time. So I want to be able to keep my punches as long as possible. Okay, so again, fingers, thumbs in. And we start with double fist back. Now the important thing is, especially if some of you guys are a bit more well built, and this is my bad habit when I first started, is to be tense in your back. Now look, I can't get my arms to the side here, my elbows are flailing out. When I punch, I'm going to flick. So I've got to relax as much as possible. Okay? So, again, I love working my back, but I have to relax my back to get that position and get my elbows in. Okay, so I can feel that tension there, so I don't need to squeeze, it's already tight at the back. For those of you who haven't got sort of developed backs or younger guys, okay, elbows in there, but not so far in you get your elbows to try and touch the back. You need to keep it in line. So I'm going to push both out together. Okay, so now look at my chest position, my chin slightly down, looking to the front, then extending, and I pull to here. So I rotate right at the end, and I pull back. Now what I don't want to do is this. I want to keep it in tight immediately. So up, out, pull in and back. Out to there, and back. Out, and back. Again, even if you're an advanced student, every now and then your technique can get a little bit sloppy because you've just got used to throwing a punch a certain way. Again, every now and then it's good to come back to the foundation stuff and really get it down. Even before this, I spent half an hour in here just going through my bases to make sure I was doing it correct. Going back. Right, one fist out, one fist back. Now we're going to start building up the speed a bit. So this is my pull back arm, even though you're already out in the punch, and this is going to be the punching hand. So my right's going to come back, left's going to go forwards. So slowly it's going to look like this. And look how long I left it before I rotated at the end. So that's my rotation. I want to do this. Look, immediately. Massive gap. That means now my punch is going to take longer to get there. It's going to be less powerful. So, there. And if you notice, I'm going to help myself by letting my body go forwards. If I let it go forwards, it means more relaxed. It means it's going to be faster. The longer it's got to travel, the faster it will get. There. Again. So the whole time, punch into midsection. And in my own midsection, I'll be aiming for the solar plexus. I don't want to hit here, there's my sternum, that's hard. And you can hear that's going to my stomach or the solar plexus area. Okay, so I'm trying to hit that, okay, rather than any sort of bones around here. So let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so the emphasis is where I'm trying to do is I'm trying to breathe out as I go forward, and then when I stop, breathe in. When we breathe in through your nose, it's quicker than breathing in through your mouth, plus you get more area. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Or again, that's why we do key-ups, to teach you to not hold your breath. Huss! Huss! Okay, so as a key-up, and then I breathe in, so I'm constantly refueling my lungs every time I punch. Okay, right, so that's a basic punch. Again, you can do double punches. Okay, you can punch higher if you want. You can change the height of the punches, so you've got variations to work the punch. That's a basic karate straight punch. Okay, hook punch and everything else, so it's slightly different emphasis, so we're not going to concentrate on that. Now, low block. So from the static position. If you want to work your stances, you can work your stances. But if you just want to do the block, I'm here. Now look, two things are happening. Okay, I'm bringing my arm across, ready to do the low block, and with this section here, I'm covering. Don't want to do this, because if I'm doing a low block, I'm trying to stop someone hitting me in the stomach. Okay, so I don't want to give them the opportunity, so I want to cover as much as I can. Just in case they're faster than I think, then I've got that cover, or be boxing a parry, and then I can knock it out of the way. And pull across. So pull, cover, so it's not leaving me exposed. I'm not doing this, so look at the big difference, they're opening to there. Then down. Okay, so hands going high to go low, and hands coming across to cover. And then when it goes together, this pulls. Imagine I'm pulling someone into it, and then I'm pushing out with that on there. Okay, so every action has an even opposite reaction. So the faster I pull that back, the faster this one can come forward. And the same thing as before with the punch, I'm relaxed until I need to stop. Look where the block finishes. It blocks the outside of my hand, finishes just on the outside of my leg. Okay, I don't want it out here, it's too big, but I don't want it there, it's not big enough. So I've got to get the right position. Comes across, goes down. Comes across, comes down. Okay, there. And again. And again. Okay, so come across, and this hand here. Now look at this. As it comes down, exactly the same thing, I'm going to rotate right to the end. So I'm getting the back of my hands, work there, using all my muscles in my arms, and then spin to lock it at the end. So look, it keeps my arm rigid. If I do that there, look, that can bend. So I'm getting this. Up, come across. And for those who are a bit more advanced, you can use your hips. So look, now I'm using my body weight as well, not just my arms. The more muscles you use, the faster and more efficient it's going to be. So go in and down. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? So low block, ideally you're trying to be blocking something going to your midsection or lower, possibly to the groin as well. So there's opportunity to look if it goes past that position there. If it's going straight up, you'd have to have a different block. That's not going to work. Okay? So, inside to outside block. Okay, and that's a. Okay, so we're going from this way and across. Now, this is for a punch to the face or the chin or around here. Okay, so I'm covering my face in that first position. So hopefully you can't really see my face there. So my right hand's here. Left hand is now here. So set out from my midsection. Okay, it's not down here. It's not up here either. Okay, so I'm just covering my own face and it's going to be very awkward. So I'm getting this to come across. Same thing with the hand, it comes here and it rotates through. And look at the distance. Okay, there's a slight bend in my arm. I've not got it completely up straight. I definitely haven't got it there. Okay, but also it's not this way here. Okay, so completely locked out. So getting that, if you look how narrow that block is, there. This gives me a lot of wiggle room to block all this area here. Okay, so cover, and I whip around. So I've almost basically got under my armpit here. Cover, and now as I pull this back, the elbow comes in, across. There. Again, I've got to go past my face. If the punch is coming to here, I can do all this work, but if I keep it low, okay, it's going to leave me get hit in the face. So I need to go past to block, punch to the face. So here, past. There. Okay, so again, using two arms, covering my face there, and then going out and through. Okay, this way, if it gets to here and the punch is quicker than I expect, my hand's going to stop it, then I can move the fist out of the way. So I can get that, possibly to grab or to do anything else as well. So cover and out. Let's do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. One more block to cover. Okay? Now high block. So I'm covering from here and I'm going up above my head. So cover and up. Okay? So, hands now low by my belt, other ones covering my face, and then going straight above my head. Again, the punch coming towards here or above my head. I want to be following the line. I don't want to come across, sort of like this. Okay, I don't want to go out. Okay, again, you leave me open. So I'm covering here and going up. Covering up. Okay, so hand hip, cover so the elbow comes down, and I pull this elbow back and the other one up. Once more. There, so I'm getting this rotation, palm up, so I'm over exaggerating, and then palm away. And pull to the hip, right back to here, little fingers to the side. Let's do 8 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Cool. Okay, and relax there.
Do I have to do your job of saying hello to everyone who joins in?
If you can, yeah, because I couldn't get that phone to work. And so I've got another phone on order, so hopefully...
Just 1 second, everybody. Bear with me while I try and do all of the things. If you could shut the door, please, sir, that would be helpful, because I can't have enough hands for this situation. Right, I'm going to be hitting the wave button. Wave, wave, wave. There we go, I'm waving at people. Yay, I got it.
Cool.
Yeah, I got it. Yes, I'm ready.
Right then. Okay, right, so now practicing our front stance with the blocks. Okay? So, I'm going to throw different blocks out. Actually, what we're going to do first, we're going to very quickly go low, mid and high using the same hand. So what we're practicing, that middle point was what we call the chamber. Okay, so for the low block, look, hands at the shoulder, goes down, inside, armpit, and then high block, hip. So, shoulder, armpit, belt, or elbow underneath the shoulder and belt. Okay, whichever way you want to help remember is there. So we're going to do left hand 3 times, and we're going to do right hand. So left hand's going to block. So go low 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, 3, or more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now the other side. So it comes across. The right hand's going there. This one's covering. 1, 2, 3. You forgot how to do that then. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and one more. 1, wow, I'm doing that weird. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and relax. Okay, so it's a good way to practice your basic moves to bring it back to the right spot every single time. Okay, now front stance, very quickly. Again, I covered this in another video. Front knee should be forwards, so I can't see my toes, body's up straight, and again, back leg's going out like this. So I don't want the ski slope. Again, also I don't want hips going forward like I've got a gust of wind in my face. So body up from there. So again, when I move forwards to the low block, okay, depending on the technique, okay, is what happens with my foot. Okay, so when I load it in, so if I'm trying to open my hips for a punch, I'm going to bring my foot out and drive in. Okay, if I'm going for a low block, I bring through and round. Okay, the reason for the difference is where my hips end up here. My hips there are pointing straight forwards. Okay, when I do the punch, I want to drive my hip into it, so now my hips are pointed off to the side. So I'm using both hips, the idea is that. Okay, so it's going to give me that extra range. So, I'm going to punch and return 10 times. So remember, foot comes in, drive out, there. Knee bent, body up straight, all toes pointing forwards. Go back, other side. 2, 3, foot out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. So now we're going to just work a low block. Okay. If you want to use other blocks or practice other blocks, you can. So low block going forwards. Okay. So same low block. Now my foot's going here and driving out. Low block there. I want my hand and my foot to finish at the same time. So I want my foot, then block, and I don't want this, and then forward to my stance. It's getting as much of my body to work together as possible. So bring it in, block 1, pull it back. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you're back. Hold on. Apologies for that, everybody. We don't know what happened there. Oh, I got it. I can comment. Where?
Go back on the same string.
Yes. Oh. There we go. You're back.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
So hopefully you saw the low blocks then, but again, pull through and getting that and the foot to finish there. Okay. Right. So now what we're going to work on is incorporating a block and a turn. Okay. A lot of you have probably done this before, 4 directional. So I'm going to block to the front, block to the back. Okay. Block to one side and block to the other. Okay. So I'm going to show you straight through. So we're going 1, look, step, 2, reach angle, 3, 4, and back. It's a very tight way to practice your blocks with your turns and your steps. Okay, so if I take my hands out of it, my foot comes in, and I make my first front stance here. So my left, so that's my right hand, so remember the red. Then I'm look, foot goes straight across. I can drive my hip. Now if I just turn from here, there's nothing in that. Okay, so I'm going to bring my foot in and drive out to make that stance, and then I'm going to look again, the right leg's back, right shoulder, and I step across, block. Then, just like for all forms, stepping back with 1 step. So go to the ball of the foot, push, go up. Again, that little knee tap gets me to know my feet are in line. Otherwise, my foot can end up sort of everywhere and I end up with a stagger stance. So, I'm going to break this down. We're going to go 1, 2, that'll be 3, this will be 4. So I'm going to go 1, look, 2, look, 3, look, 4, and then back. Okay, and again, 1, look to the back, back foot moves across, 2, look, foot comes in, block 3, look, and 4. Then step back, 1 step. Now I'm going to do 1 count, I'm going to go to the front and then the back. And then number 2 will be to the side and side. Okay, so it'll be my right hand side where I'm standing and facing here. Ready? So 1, front and back. Then look, 2, and then back to Chumbi, back to position. Again, remember Chumbi's ready stance, ready to go. Okay, so again, 1 and 2. So 1, front and back, 2, there. 2, and back. Once more. 1, 2, and back. Okay, now, one count, all 4 directions. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, ready? Go, 1. And back. See if you can beat me. Ready? 2 or 4. 3. 4. Last one. 5. And back. Okay, right, and relax. Get some drink. So, a few ways to practice your basics there. Is it still working?
Yes, it is. And, hold on.
I don't know why it's done that. It hasn't done that at any point at all ever.
I think I've done it.
Okay.
Yay. Right. Unless you'd like me to stay and press buttons.
No, so you don't need any buttons to press.
Right.
Hello everyone, I was about to come and I was, after done that, be able to check who's online to have a chat, but...
I've waved to some of you, but...
Yeah. Okay. Right, so now what we're going to practice now is outside to in. This is where the stepping gets slightly different. So I'm going to go to the side here, okay? This is one of the first sort of blocks where it gets a bit difficult to get. So this is on the 9th gap. 9th. Okay, so the second grading, this one here. So outside to in goes this way here. Okay, so it's a very big block from across there. So the basic way, I do a single hip. Advanced way, I do the double hip. Bump, bump. Come back. Okay, if you're just starting out with this, just keep it simple. Up there. So it's got to go past the line of my face, can't be out here, so that's not going to finish, I'll go across. More advanced, I go here, hips are twisted, and then I pull it back square. Because again, all blocks in Tang Soo Do finish with hip square. The other side, right hand comes up, left hand out. Again, that pull and push. Comes up. This is where the changes stance for the block changes. Other ones, my foot's going forwards and out. Again, that drive forward. This one here, to get open my hip, my foot has to come out. There, square. So it comes across, level to this shoulder, then I pull my hips square. Okay, so slightly bit more advanced, but give it a go. So we're going to do 10 of those because they're a little bit more difficult. So left hand first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And back. Okay? Now, we're very quickly going to do the change of direction, but I'm going to do it facing this way. So my left arm's going to come out, bump, bump. Now I've got to turn to the back, so like the in-forward direction. 1, 2, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be facing my back to face you. So right foot comes in, it's where it's different, because if I just go from here, look, I'm not going to get anything from there. So I'm going to get the idea of I'm drawing away from the next attack. So my right foot comes in, right arm leg comes out. Now, same there. Then I'm going to bring the foot in all the way again, back out. And I've got to go back to Chumpy facing this way, back to here. Okay? So, left arm comes in and out. 1. Look. Right foot comes in and out. 2. Look towards you. Left foot comes in and out. 3. Look. In and out. 4. Then this right foot's going to go all the way back to Chumpy. Okay, so I've showed that angle there so you can see the first bring your foot in that. So the simple rule with this one, if I was to take my hands out of it, front stance, back foot comes in, front stance, back foot comes in, front stance, back foot comes in, front stance, and then one step back to Chumpy. Okay? So, simple rule, bring your foot forward all the time. So I'm going to do it towards facing you now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, we're going to go straight into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 count, all 4 moves. Ready? 1. Foot in, 2, 3, 4. And back. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back. And again. 1, 3 and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. So hopefully you see how much slower this one is. Last one, 5. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Okay, and back. Hopefully you're still recording. I have no idea now. Let's have a look. People seem to be here. Okay, well, thanks for joining me so far, guys. Apologies, the first bit was this angle. Right, finish off then. Bit of kicks. Okay, so front kicking. Now, you have different emphasis or different ideas of way to throw the front kick. Okay, when we do jump front kick, when we do on the pad, we always, not always, again, you can change it, tend to kick the top of our foot. Okay, so the inside, so the top of the foot there, so I'm up, kicking this way here. Okay, then when it gets to the normal pad work, again, a lot of people do the same, up, kicking this way here. Now the problem with that is that if I was to kick, I'll kick bob. If I kick bob like that, look, my toes are going to fold in. And that's not going to be great on my foot, and it's going to strain the muscles and tendons around my ankles. So realistically, when I do a front kick, I'm trying to get my leg to come up there. Okay, I get this. So look at the difference. So my toes back. So if I was to do like onto the floor, you see I'm kicking like that. So that's how you should feel on your foot. So you go to your tiptoes, that's how you feel. So your calf muscle here should be tight. Now I'm up this way here and it's all braced forward. So I do the front kick, pump, here. Now look, knee comes up and the foot turns. Watch this foot. Allows my hips to move better. If I keep my foot forwards, so I'll keep on that line so you can see, that's a lot more comfortable. Look how much lower it is. And when I extend, I'm wobbling all over the place. So it comes up this way here. Now what I'm also getting, as I pull my foot up, I pull my toes up. So I don't have this. Otherwise, automatically, I'm going to kick like that. Okay? But it's also another problem with it. It's a very short kick compared to this. Okay, because I can use a lot more hips in it. So ideally, try and work to kick the body foot because you're kicking straight. If you want a front kick, because you're kicking direct to the front. Okay, technically, that's an upwards kick. Now, that kick to the groin definitely works. Nice big flat area and go straight up. Okay, as long as it's still completely square. If they've got a bit of an angle, it's not so easy. So a lot more people get caught around those kicks to the groin or inside leg kicks that end up hitting the groin compared to just a normal front kick. Okay, so do the front kick. So knee comes up this way here. Now we're concentrating on what's happening with the legs. We're not thinking about sparring, we're not thinking about fighting, we're thinking about getting that knee up here. Okay, so bring it up, kick forwards, bring it back down. Now, the retraction should be pull back as fast as it goes out. I don't want this. It's a lot harder work than it needs to be. We go boom, here and back quick. Okay, then I don't have to worry about holding it for ages to get my balance right and breathing correct. I can kick, bring it back, straight back away. Okay? As long as I retract, the foot will come back to the floor really quickly. Okay, a little bit more advanced technique. Kick to here and then change the kick if I pull my leg back properly. If I kick here and drag it back, I can't throw a second kick. So I'll go here and back. Okay? So I'm going to do 5 on one leg, switch 5 on the other leg. So already front kick. 1, 2, and pull the foot. 3, 4, and 5. Switch legs. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch legs. Now we're going to jump front kick. Now, for this, again, depending on how high you want to jump, determines what happens with your legs. Okay? If I want to sort of kick longer, I don't want to travel. So as I go to kick, my right non-kicking leg is going to go forwards. My kicking leg set up in front, so I do this. There. Okay? If I'm looking to kick high, then it's more important that I get my knees high. Okay, so I want to kick up. There. My knee goes up and I go up, my kick will go up. Okay, so I can't travel that way, then kick that way. Okay, and alternatively, I can't kick that, jump that way to kick that way. Okay, so if I want to go up, my knee comes up this way. So just keep as much on the spot as I can. So look, I hope you see that red dot there, so I don't bang my head. So the harder we travel, and I kick up. And the further we go forward, it's harder to kick up that way there. Because I'm travelling, I'm putting more going that way than going this way. Okay, so hopefully without banging my head, I'll come to here. So 5 on each leg. So right knee comes up. Again, my foot slightly turned out to allow my hips to open up. So 1, back, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch legs. Other side. So knee comes up, body stays up, hands and elbows stay in, but relaxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back. Okay? Right, now, just going to work on one more kick. And the kick everyone wants to learn when they first start, the roundhouse kick. Okay? So again, there was a whole roundhouse session on Friday. So, just a little bit on that. Remember, I've said this a few times, a roundhouse kick is just a front kick with my foot turned. The further that foot goes, the further that roundhouse is going to be. Again, I do a lot of flexibility training, do a lot of training in general, I can kick high. When I first started, couldn't kick that high. If I did, every time I did it, I fell over. Because I wasn't turning my foot, I wasn't controlling my arms, and I wasn't controlling my kick. So you're better off picking the up, turn your foot, kick to there, and back. Okay? When you first start, the difference with this one compared to the front kick, you want to hold it for a second. You get that little bit development, your hip flexors here, to hold it out to keep that control position, and to teach your foot to turn. Okay? So a lot of people think they're turning their foot, but don't actually turn the foot. So we prefer to go to here, 1, and pull it back. So you should be able to go up, count a number, whichever number you're doing, and pull it back. So up, 2, pull it back. Now if you find the pull back difficult, okay, remember the idea, I've got to get this foot up, kick and pull it back to my butt and pull it back. If you need to, just like I've just done there, I'll do it this way, I'm going to grab and pull it back. So I get that idea, keeping it tight, keep myself tight. Okay? If I kick like this, then it's difficult to grab my leg. So I'm going to get that, and I can pull it straight back. Okay? And again, height, doesn't matter, you can do it like. And it's going to teach my foot to turn and come back. Okay? So, 5 roundhouse kicks. So I'm going to pick my knee up, kick forwards. Now if you're really struggling with it, kick, drop it forwards, step back. Ready? 5 on each leg. Let's go. So 1, pull it back. 2, pull it back. 3, pull it out. 4, back. And 5, pull it back. Switch legs. Other legs, same thing. So foot's going to come up, kick round. Ready? 1, 2, bounce. 3, 4, last one, 5, and back. Again, to practice that, I'm doing on spot so I can practice my twists. If you want to just practice to develop the kicking leg, hold onto a wall or something solid, turn your foot to the wall, pick your knee up, bring your foot back, kick out, and back. And again, if you want to develop endurance, so you can do lots of kicks, kick fast. Every now and then, it's a harder one in my opinion, extend and hold. That is really going to work your muscles there, holding out, developing that strength. This way here, I'm looking working, I'm doing this. The minute that happens, look, my leg drops. I'm going and concentrating it and keep it high. Okay? Now the difference with this one, especially with the karate style kick, I am hitting with the top of my foot, but you can hit with the ball of the foot. That comes more into play in the higher grades when you have the option to break a board with a roundhouse kick. You can break a board with the top of your foot, but if it goes wrong, it goes really wrong. Okay, you can mess up your ankle and stuff like that. So, I'll just use this here. You bring my foot up and I can use the ball of my foot to hit that way there. Hopefully you can see that and the angle's okay. Okay, so from here, look, up. So I'm hitting the ball of the foot, so I'm breaking a lot of power in the kick to a small area. Because if I do the roundhouse kick with the top of the foot, it's trying to develop the power into a wider area. That's a little bit more difficult. Okay? Right, feet together, hands beside the band. So that's the basics covered. Okay? Just for a little bit of core work, we're going to do a basic 1 minute of plank. Okay, now if you find plank easy, you can do it for longer. If not, if you find a minute of plank too long, break up to 30 seconds or 20 seconds, rest 20 seconds, 20 more seconds. Okay, so remember the important thing is with the plank, I'm going to get the timer on here. The important thing is to breathe, keep your position upright, and take your mind somewhere else. Sitting there thinking about how much it hurts won't stop it hurting, it'll probably make it worse. So ready, in position. So remember, elbows down, up, this way here, back flat. Okay, looking slightly forward to keep my lower back short, and this way here. So hold in position. Make it a little bit easier, put your feet wider, make it harder there. It takes more balance, means your muscles in your core are going to wobble a little bit more, so you're going to have to work tighter and harder to keep it tight. Ready, so in position, 3, 2, 1, go. Again, help yourself breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, relax into it. Again, if those you've seen the other one, bring your knees up to make it a bit harder, or jump your feet in and out, you can do, but just to keep a good habit, you're going to hold this position here, okay? So here's 20 seconds gone already. So think about something else. Think about what you're going to have to eat and drink after this. Sorry, I haven't been able to really interact. The whole setup that I spent ages trying to do didn't work in the end. I've got a new phone coming, so hopefully that'll make it a lot better. 20 seconds left. Last 15. Keep going. Come on, nearly there. Don't give up on me. Last 10. There you go. Last 5 already. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Okay, try and jump up if you can. Right then.